Imagine watching something nice and motivational, could be my last TEDx speech, or you're free to imagine anything. Just don't imagine anything adult. Now, stay in this position. This is exactly what will give a lot of us neck pain and in some cases slip discs. This is what they call text neck syndrome. Slip disc, as ordinary and as run-of-the-mill as it may sound. Today, my speech is going to revolve around my learnings from this experience of mine. I am no life coach or spiritual guru. I'm just a real estate developer who handles emotions and stresses every day. I know I may not have a path-breaking or a life-changing idea to impress you, but what I do know is that sometimes small little realizations of ordinary life can make a change in our lives in such a way that it becomes game changer. And now I'm not telling you all this from any WHO report. Who believes in that anyways? Believe me when I tell you I was bedridden for 45 days in deep agony. I was haunted by emotions such as anger, frustration, sadness. But I'm glad that it happened. Because it gave me something which my regular life could not give. Time to think, reorient, and react. I'm not advising you or encouraging you to have a slip disc. This is not how a professional speaker would behave. Professional speakers are invited to corporate events, to college annual functions. They're paid to talk. None of this is happening with me. Lying in the bed while I was trying to find ways to deal with my emotions, I first tried to research what emotion does actually mean. And I came across a beautiful concept known as the wheel of emotions. Do this for me. Close your eyes. And think of an incident in which you acted out of anger or frustration or any strong emotions. Now ask yourself, was there a better way to react to that situation? I'm sure most of you would agree that there was a better way of reacting, because now we are not emotionally overpowered. You may open your eyes now. This is the wheel of emotion, which has more than 120 words which describe various unique feelings that a human has. It starts with broader emotions, then it has subsets of those emotions, and then subsets of those emotions. Lying in bed, I developed a productive time pass, which I even follow now. At various times of the day, you should also try this. At various times of the day, I do an emotional check. I look at the wheel of emotions and try to give my emotions a word that would describe it best. And now, in the process, when you try to give your feelings a word, you try to analyze your feeling and you activate your analytical brain. Your analytical brain overpowers your emotional brain. You are driven more by analytical brain than the emotional brain. This also helps us to identify our emotions and feelings more. We are more connected with ourselves and we are more emotionally independent. So at various times of the day, please try and check your feelings, and soon you'll be more connected with your own inner selves. Because it is emotions that make us to take wrong decisions. Now again, lying in bed, though more emotionally independent this time, I still did not have much to do for time pass or do any pastime. I had so much time, I found out the difference between the two. In time pass, you don't do anything and expect the time to pass. Whereas in pastime, you choose to do something so that the time just doesn't pass away. Well, in both the cases, time is always just there. It is we who pass away. While I was trying to find out the best pastime for me, I came across a beautiful quote which said, "The three pastimes that a man will ever need is a pastime to make him money, a pastime to keep him creative, and a pastime to keep him fit." Lying in bed, while I was trying to relate and reflect to the quote, I realized that I was able to shift my focus from pain to figuring out what these three pastimes could be for me. I figured out, it took me some time, that building townships and nurturing communities is what my passion is. And this is also how I make my money. So building townships had to be my first pastime. Public speaking could be my creative vent. Currently, you guys are my guinea pigs. This could be my second pastime to keep me creative. And I thought I will be a yoga expert someday, and this became my third pastime for fitness. Now, focused on these three goals, I realized that my pain was fading away to background. I was feeling a sense of achievement. My mind was now too preoccupied on these three goals. Straight from being Ranbir Kapoor of Wake Up Sid, I went on to being Ranbir Kapoor of Rocket Singh. Try this for a better life. Try and give yourself three pastimes. One to make you money, one to keep you creative, and one to keep you fit. Slip disc was one of the adversities that I face. As an entrepreneur, I handle emotions and various kind of issues every day. Emotional, physical, financial. As per the yin-yang theory of life, everything exists as inseparable, contrary opposites. Inseparable, contradictory opposites. Joy and sorrow has to coexist. One cannot exist without the other. Where there is a joy, there has to be a sorrow. And if there's a sorrow, it has to be followed by a joy. This is certain. So our lives will always be filled with joy and sorrow. What we can do is let the joys and sorrows pass in our lives. We can be focused on these three goals and be preoccupied so much in that the sorrows fade away in the background. There was a show called On Air with AIB. I didn't like the show much, but I liked the title song. Tragedy mein comedy hai, tragedy mein comedy hai. Now, after my slip disc, I feel tragedy mein opportunity hai, tragedy mein opportunity hai. I'm no Gyani, nor do I want to preach. These were my life experiences and my journey, which helped me, shape me. I thought it to be a worthy idea to share from this platform. Many of you would have journeys even better than me. But if whatever I said today helps you achieve anything, then my Google Pay number is 936969. Just kidding. It would be a big honor and a sense of achievement if I could be a part of your success story. I hope my speech was at least a time pass. Thank you.